Hi, Mario.
Hi, hello, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
When
Good
do
to.
you come now? Today?
I came back late last night, 1 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it seems all the flights from the East Coast they all got delayed or canceled. It was a big mess.
Why?
I don't know. It rained early in the morning, but I know people who came from Bermuda they had a problem. People who came from Barcelona they had a problem. Whatever. Everyone got home, but everything was delayed.
Yeah, maybe it was because the colleges had problems.
I don't think. I think there were too many people gained too much weight over Pesach. The plane couldn't take off.
I can believe that.
Yeah, the LAX. We landed. Let's say about midnight. There were so many Jewish people there. I can't tell you. It was like the hotel on the Yom Kippur. Packed Jews, crazy. Everybody
How
came
did
back at the
how
same
did you
time.
get home? You got a taxi?
No, yeah, Chaim picked me up.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It was to get an Uber was very difficult.
I know, and you have to walk depending on
Yeah,
the terminal.
yeah, even then, it was like I checked. It was like a 30-minute wait. I said, forget it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I heard it was very nice here too.
Hmm?
I heard it was very nice in Los
Yeah,
Angeles. The weather was
yeah,
nice. Where were
yeah.
you? Where did you
The,
meet?
for the first Sidorim with Gabriela, but we went the first night to her very good friend, the Rosenbergs. You,
Rosenberg.
you
Which
know,
Rosenberg?
she used to go to. She's a very good friend of Howie also. Sam and
Linz? No,
no,
no.
Sam Rosenberg, and she's Ruthie.
Oh, Ruthie. I think I know who that is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
live
it
close
was,
by.
eh?
They live close by. They live close.
Yeah, like half a mile from Gabriela. It's not
Not
bad.
so bad. Where'd you daven? Jar Tzedek?
No, we went to Chabad.
Oh, that's a nice on Chandler.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. At 8 o'clock in the morning, at
Yeah.
10, we're drinking tequila. Not me, I don't drink. It's finished at 10 because they have a second minion at 10.
Oh,
And the
it's a
rabbi
big
does
deal.
not give a drosh in the first minion
Yeah.
because he arrives like at 10 past 10.
Uh-huh.
Such a nice guy, the rabbi.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And the shul is beautiful there.
Yeah.
Small, but
Yeah. I've
beautiful.
been a few times there. Yeah.
And
Uh,
the walk from Gabriela to shul is nice, also long, but it's okay.
yeah. Where are we holding here?
Today we are in 63,
Oh,
Summit
cool. Okay.
Simon.
Good. I'm right on time. They had a Lubavitch guy giving the DAf Yomi there. It was very good.
Ah, that's good.
Very good. He told a lot of jokes in the middle. He said, "Oh, this reminds me of a joke. Had nothing to do with the Gemara. He just wanted to tell jokes."
That's good. But that's good.
Yeah,
Keeps everybody's
yeah. It keeps you
attention.
yeah, interested.
There were many people from LA going with you.
Iris Medra was there. Let's see who. Oh, Zisblat was there,
Oh,
and from the other side of town, Winter. And if you know the
who?
Winters,
Oh,
Winter.
yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Mostly New Yorkers.
All right. What's here now?
Hey, Walter.
Hello, Harold. How was your
Hi,
trip?
Walter. Nice to see you. How was your Pesach?
Very nice. How was yours?
Man, good, good. Yeah, it's good to
Huh?
be with the family. It's one time of the year everyone's together, which is very nice.
Nice,
Where were
nice. Oh,
you?
no, we were down south at
Oh, in Del Mar.
Del Mar. Yeah, the grand, beautiful hotel,
Yeah, it must have
magnificent.
been nice. Yeah.
The program was unbelievable. everything was fabulous.
Well, he's good. What's his name? Morgenstern.
Morgenstern, yeah, he's fantastic. So
Yeah,
I know him from the book more. So
yeah. He's been around. He's good. He knows what he's doing.
no, but also the program was very small, 300 people, 320. The food was outstanding.
Oh, really? Only 320 people? Wow.
Yeah, and they had an unbelievable chazan over there. Guy's an opera singer. His name is Nissim Souls. He actually davens, at Yeshurun across the road from where you are.
Oh! I know that shul. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the chazan over there. That guy he's an opera singer. He's not a chazan.
Yeah.
Seriously.
He
So
does better than you. I can't believe it.
Yeah, listen, I can play the fiddle. That's what I can do. Where's Ernie? We have to go to an engagement party soon.
Right.
You gonna go there to Simon Stone?
I don't know. I've too many things happening. I don't
He
know.
lives here now? He lives here now?
No,
No.
his son got engaged to thing, and he sent the thing now, and I made the fatal mistake by opening it. Now I feel bad. I have to go to a simcha. It's better to go to a simcha.
Ugh. It was very nice. We had Modi, the comedian, and at the end, he said, "Okay." He thought that was my last joke. What I want to do now, everyone, please stand up. We're all going to sing Hatikva. It was very moving, very moving. It was so nice.
Yeah, we did that also by us.
Yeah.
After a show, yeah.
Yeah, it was so nice. And then you come back to all this crap here, the colleges.
Oh my God. Well, you went to that school, UCLA,
It was my school, yeah. It wasn't like that then, I'll tell you. There was one table, there was a Palestinian woman. She used to hassle everybody. But now there's very few Jews go there anymore. It's like Asians and looks like Middle Easterns. School's all different now.
Yeah. All right, Mario, switch off the recorder.
But then you remember.
We had some emergencies. Okay. Welcome back, Harold.
Thank you, Ernie. Nice to see your face.
Yeah. So we're on Samech Gimel. We're trying to explain the Mishnah, the Tani Rabbi Shaya. Harei Shaya Noishe b'chaver mana. Ruvain had lent Shimon $100, and he wanted Shimon to pay him back. So Reuven went to Shimon's silo. And Reuven said, give me my $100 that I loaned you. And you know what? When you give me the $100 back, I'll buy wheat from you. Now Shimon, who was the borrower, told him, I don't have money, but I can give you $100 worth of wheat. Seva ason, alai kishar. Let's calculate shalachsha. That means right now it's a bushel of wheat is $1. So I'll give you 100 bushels, and that's the current price. But they had done that deal then, let's say in January. Now, when it was time to sell wheat, and I guess the borrower had not delivered the wheat yet to him, the borrower says, Reuven says, Ten li chitin, shani rotze limochron. I want to sell. Now is the selling time. I want to sell it. Why? Likech ben yai, because I want to buy wine. And this Shimon, the original borrower, who instead of giving back cash, was going to give the lender wheat, says, what do we have to go through this deal for with the wheat? Yeshli yayin shani noitamacha. I have wine. I can give you wine directly for $100 worth of wine. Save us on a lie. Figure out it's $1 a gallon. I'll give you 100 gallons. And they agreed. But then he gives man yain limkor. Then came the selling season of wine. And again, Reuven shows up. Okay, I want to pick up my wine. But now he said, I know we made a deal regarding wheat, and then we changed it to wine. And now I would sell the wine because I really need oil. And Shimon had everything. He had wheat, he had wine, and he has oil. Say v'asal like kishar shalachshav. It's $1 for a gallon of oil. I'll give you 100 gallons. Now, kulam, in all these cases, if indeed Shimon, the borrower, had in his possession wine and shemen mutter, because then this is viewed not as a loan, but as a transaction. But aval im ein lo, if at the time that Reuven showed up and he offered him to give him wheat instead or wine instead, and he didn't really have, usher, because he can't give him those items at this time. And then if between when he has to supply him with the physical wine or wheat, it goes up in price, he's going to end up paying him more than the $100 by delaying. What is interest? It's paying somebody a fee for delaying paying back your debt. And the same thing is going to happen here if he doesn't have the wine or the wheat in his possession. He may have to delay. Meanwhile, the price goes up. He's going to pay more in paying back the debt. Now, the Mishnah used the word lokach, umay lokach, balva also, meaning he was replacing his loan with a purchase. And therefore, Amar Rava, Shema Mina, Midrab Oishaya plus. From this explanation, Rabbi Oishaya, we learn three things. Number one, Shema Midin Malve al Gabi Peiros. A borrower can pay back a loan that was made to him in cash. He can promise to a borrower to pay back with payros as long and over time, as long as there's a set price at the beginning of the year, he can do it. The law amrinan, we don't say shaloki yisra baliyodo. We don't say there was no money that was given to him at this time. Since he has the payros, it's as if he gave it to him now as well. Ushmamina, it only permitted Hushiesh lo payros. He has to have the fruit. He can't not have it and have to go out and find it. And the third thing, Shmamina, he isa the Rav Yanai. From Rav Yanai, Mali ein malid mein. If you set up with your lender that you're going to pay him back wheat based on a certain price, he ends up not having to take wheat in the payment, but the value of it, and there would be no considered ribbis. The itmar. We have the following machlokas. Rav Amar Oisin Amon Beperos. You can make an agreement with your friend to give him produce according to the market price at the time that you do the deal. Ve'ein oisin amona b'domim. You can't do this with money, only with payros. Rav Yanai Omer Maliyenu Malit man. Since you can do it with payros, to sell them and get money, you can do it as well with money as well. Meisvei. Kulam, we said, im yeshlo mutter. In these cases, we said if the person, the borrower, had wheat or wine or oil, it was allowed to do it. Which comes out if he didn't have it. No, and it's mutter, and you don't necessarily have to pay him back with fruit. You pay him back with money. Amar v'namarav b'shem moshach. You know why? That case is talking about they made a kinyan with the payrolls. So, as if it was a pure transaction. So the Gemara says, b'shem moshach, what kind of chiddush is if they did meshicha? It's a kinyan. Of course, it's not a loan. So the Gemara says, no, there was no kinyan. On they piled up fruit in a corner, and they said, this fruit we're going to use to pay back. That's enough. But Shmuel Amar, that which we said that if the guy has it, it's permitted to do this kind of transaction. Hamani Rabbi Yehudi, who learns Sad Echad Beribis Mutter. Even if it comes out in a business deal, that the lender is going to get more than more back than what he lent. But at the time of the agreement, it's not for sure that it's going to happen. It might, but it might not. Meaning, full ribis is we know for sure it's going to have to pay the extra amount. But if circumstances can be designed where it's not a guarantee, that's permitted. And where do we see this the time? Reuven is trying to collect $100 that Shimon owes him. And Shimon gives him a field as a repayment for the $100. Now, bisman shamoicher ochel peiros. If Shimon continues to eat his fruit from his field until the debt is paid, then it's permitted, mutter. But if Reuven, right, who made the loan, look, if lokeach ochel peiros aser, because now he as the lender is getting ribis, the peiros of the field, as long as the debt hasn't been repaid. But Rabbi Yehuda said, no, this arrangement is permitted even when the guy was given a field as a mashkon is eating peiros. First of all, it's not sure that peiros are going to grow. It's only at tzarechos beribis. So the Shulchan Aruch says somebody owes money. He gave him a field that if he doesn't pay the whole thing, the field will belong to you. So if that guy continues to eat the fruit, then there's no problem. But if the lender eats fruit, then it's ribis and it's osir. Now, if the loan was $1,000 and the lender who got the field ate $200 worth of fruit, and they deducted $200 so that when Shimon pays back the loan, he doesn't have to pay back 1,000, he only has to pay back 800. That's permitted. Armanar Rav Yehuda l'chachari. Ma'aseh b'baitus ben zoinin she'asa sadei mecher al pi Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah advised Baisus ben Zoinin to do this deal. And lokech oichel perisaya. And the lender was eating payrolls. So they said to him, Amr lo misham raya. That was not the case. Moicher oichel payrolls. It was the borrower who was eating payrolls. The loloker. Now, my binayim. What is the machlokas? According to Rabbi Yehuda, if there's only one tzadber, it's not guaranteed that there's fruit going to be there, then it's permitted. Rav Amar Ribis Lamanas Lahachzer Ikibinai. Even according to Rava, he holds that Rav Yehuda doesn't think that the lender can benefit by eating payrolls without some kind of recompense. You have to deduct the value of the fruits, and then it will work. But the Chachamim say that since he's eating fruit and the deal hasn't closed yet, while he's eating fruit, it's like eating ribbis. Amarava, Hashd Amar Rav Yanai, Mali Henu Mali Dmei, and I'm reading on that we don't demand when they make these deals regarding wheat or yayin or shemen, that doesn't make a difference if they actually get the produce itself. Maybe they get the monetary value of the produce. So malid mei and maliain nami. We say the vice versa. We use produce based on market price, and you can get produce instead of the money, even if the deal hasn't closed right away. So there's a little bit what Walter was asking yesterday. If you close a deal that you're going to get pears from him in the future, according to the present price, aval b'she'en lo peiros, it can work. Because of this issue, mali dmei and mali hay. Eis feir of Papa Ravuna, breder of Yeshua Rav. Kulam yesh lo muter mein lo aser. How can you say that? We said only if he has wine or wheat, but if he doesn't, it's aser. Amar lu hasam alva. That's a loan. And this business deal with changing it for the wheat and the wine was done after the loan, in terms of changing the parameters of the loan in terms of how it's going to get paid back. Hachadzvini. This is without a loan. This is just a purchase. And there's no ribbis at all. But Rab of Rav Yosef, Amar Tavayu, my time Omer Rabbanan Poskim al Sharsha B'Shuk Vavu B'Shein Lo, that you can make a deal with somebody to pay back with fruit as long as there's a market price, even though he doesn't have the fruit. The Amar Lei, the buyer can say to the seller, Shkila Tivusech V'Shad Yachzrini. You're not doing me any toiva. Ma honestly, what benefit are you doing? If I had money in my hands, I would buy in the cities at cheap. And therefore, the fact that I'm accepting based on the current market price today, I'm not really profiting. We use that concept. We said all along, I can't go to my neighbor and borrow a cup of sugar, because when I give him back the cup of sugar, it might be worth more, and there's ribbis. And so why? So, but based on the way we're learning now, it might be that it's permitted. Why? The lender can say to the borrower, you're not doing me any toviner. I'm not benefiting anything. The fact that you gave me a cup of sugar after a period of time. If I had either the wheat or the sugar, the sugar in my property would have gone up in price. And therefore I haven't gained anything through the loan. The Amarle Chiti de Katchi Bach Leboy. The wheat that if I had wheat, is not burning up, it's still present. So Amar, so Rav Yosef says no. We can differentiate the cases. Hasam Balva. The first case was with a loan. Halcha was Vini. This is a sale. And therefore there's no problem with ribbons. This concept of paying back with produce based on a current price. The Kona, right? The guy who borrowed the money who's paying back is benefiting. If you had to go somewhere else and buy it, I'll buy the Mesa Zuzu Lesafsere. There would be a middleman. So he's gaining something. Here also he has to pay either transportation costs or a deal fee. So it's the same. Ravashi Omar, you don't have to add any money. Kizuzi de inchi, advile safserusi. Person's money, when he has cash money, he doesn't need all this assistance. Cash money is king. Rabbi Rav Yosef Tamar Tervayu. Hai man diyav zuzi atar charifa. Somebody who prepays. And he can buy even cheaper, even before the market price is reached. He has to show physical presence at the silo when the seller of the wheat is trampling the wheat. Now, Lamai, why? You mean to make a kinyan? Because just by looking at something, there's no kinyan. If, when you pay cash, remember you have that klala, if you don't close on the deal, there's a curse of mishapara. If he goes back on it, so even if he shows up, that's as if you paid cash. So we want him to show up in order that there's some commitment to the deal, because he doesn't want to be cursed. Somebody who prepays when the market price hasn't been set yet, lebei trade plus a yoy. He wants to guarantee himself profit, so he buys from multiple people. If he shows up to the owner of the wheat has confidence that he's going to buy it from him. And he knows that they completed a deal. But if he doesn't show up, the seller will say, he found a better deal somewhere. And he broke the agreement with me. Now you say that this is all based on the seller having confidence that he's going to close the deal. So you don't have to, the buyer doesn't have to show up to the goy. Even if he meets up with him in the market and he says, I'm prepared, that's enough. Rav Nachman. Klala de revisa. What's the general rule by interest? Kol agar naturally. You're paying to wait. That means the more you pay, for example, if you're paying interest, 5%, every month that goes by, you're paying more. So you're paying for delay in repaying the loan. And any time you get some kind of reward for delay, even if it's not exactly like we're describing interest on a loan, any reward for delay in a transaction is usur. Somebody who gives money to somebody who makes wax. The Ka'azli, Arba, and the current price is 4 honeycombs of wax for $1. And the seller says, I'll give you 5 for $1 if you pay me cash now. And that's way before he's going to get the wax shipped to him. So is Isnu Gaveh, if at that time he already has wax, Shari, because he's selling for cheap, maybe because he needs cash money. So there's a svara why he's doing it. Aval Isnu Gaveh, if he doesn't have wax now, also, he's paying a little bit more for the delay. And that's considered like ribbis. So pshita, why is that any surprise? Lo tzricha di isla ashrei b'masa. The seller has some stuff in the city and he can get wax from other people. He has a supplier. So he doesn't physically have it, but he has access to it easily. I might have thought Marzim given the Islay Ashroi B'masa since he has suppliers and he can get the wax at any time. So it's like it's like a case of somebody just, wait a minute, my son's on his way, or I have to find the key. In that case, you can give money. We don't see a loan there. Kamash Malon, no. Even the Mechasri Guvaino. Since he doesn't physically have it, it's as if it's not there. It's command to Lester dummy, and then it would be considered ribbis. Amrav Nachman. Hayman de Oziv Shita Mechavre. Somebody borrowed pennies from his friend. And then when he counted it, Ashkech Beit to find them. That he gave him more than they had agreed. If it's Kedei Shadas Toya, that maybe the Malva made a mistake, Mechayev L'Durele. You have to return it. Ilah, but if it's a bigger amount, and there was no toes, maybe Matana Ba'alma would be Yoivle. He was given a gift, because some people didn't, accept gifts easily. And maybe in this way, he gave him a gift. Now, what's exact the case? Hechidami. Where we say, Bichdei Shadas Toya, where we would say that maybe we assume it's just a harmless mistake. Amar Avacha Rav Yosef, B'ishiraisa v'chum shaisa. If it's like you're counting 10, 10s, 20s, 30s, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If it's in that kind of mistake, then it might be a mistake. It's sort of in that amount. Okay, we'll stop here.
What time tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 4:30.
Yeah, but by the way, it's very difficult.
No, there's no Navi Shir Sunday night. Okay, there's a Shloshim and there's a
Right.
engagement, so many things going on. We'll have to start the week. So remind everybody, we'll start the Navi Shir the following.
Okay.
We'll do the Daf Yomi Sunday, probably like at 5 o'clock, early, before anything starts.
Okay.
We won't miss the Daf, but we'll put the
I
Tzum
think-
will be on next Tuesday, and we'll come back to the Navi Shir also.
But I think it's what time does the Shloshim start? I think
6:30,
Shloshim starts at 6:30.
I believe so. We'll
Okay.
finalize tonight when we go to Minyan.
By the way,